even if he gets switched onto a 5 in the Big Ten. So I think having another wing defender that can really bang down there will be really good for us.
How much can that be a strength for this team? There are so many guys on this team that are somewhere like 6'4" and 6'8". You'd probably describe them sort of like wing forwards. They can probably switch. They can probably play a few different positions, guard a few different positions. How much of a strength can that be?
No, I think it's really key for us just because we do so much switching, with our guards and wings. So being able to guard multiple positions, and then offensively, just like I said, another shooter with Tucker and Lamar out there, someone's going to have to pick their poison on who they're guarding. So I think it'll make us, pretty, not unstoppable, but really good on both ends.
Hey, Conor.
How's it going?
Mike Schumann, Daily Hoosier.
Oh, yeah,
You were nice
I
enough to
got you.
podcast with me
Of course.
in April. So
Yeah.
Good to meet you in person.
You too.
And during that, you told me you were going to be back in July. I was down in Puerto Rico and watched you. I'm just kind of curious, your progression, your comfort back on the court, how that's all gone for you.
Yeah, it was good for me. It was my first time playing against other people, and that was like my first month back of playing since my shoulder, so it was nice. It was tough. The preparation was a little different. The refs were a little different out there. For me personally, I gotta stop fouling out there, but
got a little chippy.
Yeah. It was good though. We've definitely come along a lot since then, and the team's looking really good. So I'm excited. Just excited. I'm excited to get playing.
What's it like to be back with Tucker and Coach DeVries?
It's been awesome. Feels very comfortable. It's great knowing the system and just being around coaches and players that I know already. It feels like home kind of.
Yeah.
It's really awesome.
Is anything different than it was at Drake?
I mean, maybe a little bit here and there, but if it's different, I'm not noticing. So, but like his intensity level of coaching, details, like same amount we hang out, how close our teams get, it all feels the same. So it's been the only place that's different is Indiana. So, but this is awesome.
Are you getting noticed around town?
Honestly, not really. Which is I don't mind it because I feel like once the season starts, that'll change. But no, honestly, I feel like our most famous person on our team might be Trent because everybody knows him since he got recruited.
Only Indiana kid, right?
Yeah. So, but it's been cool though.
Yeah. Coach talked about you. I think he was saying when he watched you as a recruit, you played a game where you didn't score a point, but you had everybody else on the other team all pissed off at you. Where does that come from?
I guess it's just maybe a little chip on my shoulder that I was always growing up smaller, kind of, and then a skinny kid, so I kind of had to be a little bit more physical. And I've always just had to play with a lot of emotion. Just I feel like playing with emotion and playing defense just comes with maybe pissing people off a little bit. But yeah, I love feeding off the crowd and those energy plays, and that's just something I try and bring every day along with what else I can do.
Did a family member teach you that, or do you think it's innate?
Nah, maybe my brother beat me up when we were kids. But
your brother went to IU, right?
Yeah, he did. He graduated in 2022, and he's 3 years older than me. So he used to. I was always better in basketball, I'm gonna say. But in the driveway, he would just hit me with some elbows or back me down. I guess that made me mad or maybe want to play physical, so I always would. And my cousins too. I got 18 older cousins or something like that, and they all used to beat me up. I'm the baby, so I guess maybe it comes from that.
Have you ever been kicked out of a game or
kicked out? I don't know. I've definitely had my fair share of technicals in my life.
What about the opposing crowd, just targeting you?
I got a fan kicked out one time, I didn't get him kicked out, but I got a technical on a player against Nevada, and then a fan started yelling at me. He got kicked out too. I did get kicked out of a football game when I was 6, so a tackle football game. I don't really want to tell you why, but I got kicked out of a football game when I was 6, so that counts.
I guess that answers the other question. It's always been there, right?
Yeah, a little bit. There's times like I was telling earlier, I tone it back a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like that's just a part of me as a person and part of my game. So I like having that kind of fire.
What does that feel like when you know that the home fans are specifically feeding off of what you're doing?
Oh, it's awesome. And I think that when the team can see that too, it's just it's the momentum can change so much. And it's probably my favorite part about playing college basketball, honestly. So
you have all kinds of little tricks you do to get under the skin of people?
No, honestly, I don't really try. Maybe when I was in AAU younger a little bit, but now I just try and play hard and be physical, and I think that itself can just upset a guy, especially if we're beating you. So I don't know, nothing in particular that I try and do. Just try and play a clean game, but maybe a little annoying.
I heard you say that, or acknowledge that they've kind of taken the charge out of college basketball, and that was one of your strengths. How have you adjusted to that?
Just honestly, a lot of times I was taking those charges. I was there with my chest on defense,
Right.
just not falling, just taking those hits
Yeah.
in my chest and not trying to sell the call. That doesn't really get called anymore. Obviously, sometimes it's gonna happen just because I'm a $180 and some dudes are pretty big, so it's gonna happen. But yeah, just coach that, stay on your feet, take it in your chest. That's what I'm doing.
Is putting your body on the line like that something that's always been in you, or did you kind of pick that up somewhere along the way?
No, I feel like I've always done a little bit. Like I've always had, walk away at the end of seasons, at high school, whatever, with bruised elbows, my back's bruised, whatever. So like, just not really caring about how I feel, just diving on the floor and making the play, regardless.
How important is the role of a guy like you to do those things, put your body on the line, just scrap out and like you said, kind of just chase the guys around the court?
Yeah, I think it's pretty important. Because it spreads. Other guys will put their body on the line if you're doing the same, and I think that really shows just how hard a team can play and how they're willing to do whatever it takes to win.
You guys have the event on Corkwood coming up, and I had talked to Tucker, and he talked about how you guys did something similar on Drake.
Yeah.
Just what do you remember from that, and something that you could maybe be excited for on Thursday?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool because it's like you never have a basketball court, like a real court in the middle of a street. So it was awesome, and then just being able to have fans and students come out and like see the team before the season really starts, especially now with like everyone's new. Besides, I said maybe Trent, everyone knows Trent, but it'll be really cool just to like kind of get everybody to know everybody a little bit more and garner that support that's starting up for the season.